Is it fair to say that, in the context of Salesforce compared to other engineering cultures and disciplines, that DevOps has been lacking as a discipline specifically within Salesforce?
Oh, absolutely. And I would say more than DevOps, just general change management has been lacking,
And
right?
why is that? I mean, why is that so much of a, bigger problem, so much more pervasive in Salesforce, where now I think a lot of companies are starting to adopt it in more earlier on in more
Right.
sophisticated ways. But, even enterprise orgs that had very sophisticated engineering organizations had correct leadership in place. It seemed that, DevOps and release management was just not part of the Salesforce development culture
Mhm.
and practice. How did that come to be?
I think ironically, the Salesforce has been the victim of its own success, right? Being this low code, really easy to implement solution. When you think about how they started, in the beginning, the reps were putting it on their credit cards, right? Then they kind of moved up and started selling to line of business and sales, then service, then marketing, maybe teams, then enterprises. And now they know it's an enterprise sale where the IT department is involved in, selecting and architecting and implementing it. And they bring that rigor that comes with DevOps and other processes. But a lot of the orgs where you see the technical debt build up, where you see all these issues is, it started with a free for all where everybody had admin access. Everybody goes in there and you want something great. You're going to go in there, create a field or, change a page layout. And then, look at some of the, orgs like, big companies now who, started with them 10 years, 12 years ago, right? Where a lot of the functionality that we have now just wasn't available. So they had to custom code it. So that's one aspect of it. Plus, there wasn't this rigor around who has what access and who is allowed to do this. There wasn't sort of solutioning around because it was deployed by VP of sales. What does VP of sales know about system design and architecture, right? Not a whole lot. So I think that kind of makes sense when you think about it, where Salesforce started and how they've evolved. But it's very different now. Now, like I said, these are run as enterprise sales cycles, sort of this enterprise platform, go-to-market strategy and sale, and now you see IT, at the table asking the hard questions about, what's your architecture like, how do you make changes, how do you promote changes, what constructs do you have for us to enforce, our governance policies, right? And you're starting to see Salesforce invest in those technologies, right? DevOps Center is, the latest sort of evolution of that. Over the past several years, they've invested heavily in Salesforce DX, Salesforce Developer Experience, right? Both for ISVs and customers building on the platform. So it's coming. It's been a long time coming, but I think that's because their customers have always been business users and they just don't ask for those things.